Billbong Baggins, tell us what you do on the internet, please.
Oh man, I'm a little goblin, dude. I'm under your bed. I'm in your dishwasher. I'm up in that little strainer of your tap in your kitchen sink that you didn't know was there.
Shit.
I hang out. I love absolutely everybody who comes through. Sometimes you catch me building cosplay stuff. Sometimes you catch me screaming into the abyss. Sometimes you catch me egregiously cross-dressing as sexy celebrities, dude, like Dr. Phil, for example. And yeah, overall, I just kick it and talk shit. So
Wonderful, wonderful.
hey,
That's what. And what is your experience with the Dungeons and Dragons?
oh god. Okay, so I played about a third of a campaign 2 years ago, and that was
Okay.
my first time playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, did it go well for you?
You know what? It did. I was a little gnome, and her name was Fizzgig, and she got trampled a few times, but didn't die.
Okay. Well,
She's real good.
you know, normally I don't aim for death in these things, but we did have our first death this episode. They
Yeah,
died.
I saw.
They bled out while trying to eat a breadstick. It does happen. That's just life. That's just life
Hey.
sometimes, and
Hey,
that's
listen.
okay.
I too dive head first out of my windows sometimes.
I don't
Can't
blame
help
you.
it.
It's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. Are you ready for your adventure, Billbong Baggies?
I'm so ready, Mayor. Thank you for having me. I am so ready for this.
I'm
spinning
so
everywhere,
excited.
dude.
And folks, please, I put the links in chat. Please follow my lovely friend, part of the Nephew Network, baby. Let's go.
Or else.
Okay, let me
All
get
right.
this. Yeah, or else in Minecraft. We got to say in Minecraft now. It's in
Or else
Minecraft.
in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I'll
Alright.
get you.
Let's get your campaign going. Your campaign is called The Neighbor's Party. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Your name is Joan Shelley. You're like 32. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
That's great. Does my back hurt?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does
Alright.
quite a bit, actually. You take medicine.
Okay.
It's not. I didn't write that down, but you do take medicine daily. You take turmeric, and you also take magnesium.
Oh.
You take
Oh,
it daily,
good.
and you do stretches that you saw on YouTube from a popular YouTube person.
Essential oils on the temples.
Oh
Got
yeah,
it.
all day. All right,
It's in
let
there.
me set up your scenario. You let out a big sigh as you close the door to your home after a long day working at the Squirrel Rehabilitation Clinic and Daycare Center for tall teens who light fires to things that they shouldn't. You had to put out at least 5 fires at the office today, and only 2 of them were from the teens. It's time to relax with some overcooked chicken breasts with a brown mustard sauce and Cheeto-flavored Brussels sprouts while watching your favorite show, Who Can Fight These Rats?, hosted by the very lovable Bruce Campbell. It's around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at night, and it's on a weeknight, and you begin to get ready for bed. As you are brushing your teeth with your vintage Powerpuff Girls toothbrush, you notice you can hear your neighbors having a party next door. 2 things come to mind. 1, you weren't invited, which is okay. You do remember that one time you threw up in their Sherlock Holmes vase from that movie that Guy Ritchie made. And 2, it's getting late. As you go to bed, you could still hear them partying. You need a good night's rest in order to rehab the squirrels properly. How do you proceed?
Okay. So, I immediately huff again. I'm a big, huffer.
Okay. Can you give me a
So
good huff? Okay. I'm not even gonna roll
Like
for that because
that.
that was badass. I'm not even. You get a free roll on that one.
Great. Perfect. Natural D20, suck my ass. I'm getting out of bed. So I whip the blankets off.
Okay.
Immediately slide into my house shoes.
Okay.
And I slowly rise because I did practice meditation that morning, and
Of
I'm
course.
really trying to have kind thoughts, kind words, kind heart.
Yeah, the top 3.
And I'm really trying to bring that in right now. So then I go to my upstairs window, which is it facing my partying neighbor's house, or is it facing the other neighbor's house?
No, it's facing that neighbor's house.
The partying neighbor.
The partying neighbor, yes.
Okay. I almost shatter the glass from lifting the window up. And I just go, "Hey,
Okay. I'm gonna roll for yelling.
For like loudness? Okay.
Yeah, for the loudness factor of it. You rolled a 13. So
That's not bad.
you do open the window, and
Okay.
you do yell, "Hey!"
Okay.
But as you can see, there are multicolored lights flashing in this house, and it's quite loud music. Maybe a Sean Paul of music variety. Perhaps some early DMX, and they cannot hear you.
Okay. Rest in peace, DMX.
Yeah.
I run downstairs. I make sure I creep quietly because there's also a squirrel in my utility closet that I'm rehabilitating myself, but I'm not telling my workplace.
Yeah, that makes sense. You want to be a good employee.
Yeah, so I'm like creeping by. It's a conflict of interest because the squirrel has a record. So anyway, so I'm like creeping by just a little bit, just a little tiptoe in my house shoes, and I step out of the front door to get a better look at the house, and I'm surveying the property.
Okay. Let me tell you about this house. We talked about the loud music. We talked about the multiple lights. You can see that the curtains in the windows are open, so you can see inside. There is a good amount of people. I would say probably around 40 people in a weeknight party. Your neighbors are very cool. As you can tell, no one's gonna go to a weeknight party with that kind of thing. They're very cool. You've known them for a while. You've lived next door to them for about maybe 6 months now. Their house, their grass is okay cut, not really anything special. They have some shrubs. They have some dying tulips because they really don't know how to. They don't really have a green thumb. That's why they usually have the bushes. Some mail is overstuffed in their mailbox. No one really likes to get mail. You can't really blame them for that. And it's a 2-story house. So yeah, I think they have a backyard. There's like a couple people outside smoking in the backyard. You can tell because of the smoke and the light in the back.
Okay. As I'm standing in my front doorway, which is now open because I'm surveying the land.
Yeah, of course.
I grab my comically large, like 6,000 lumen flashlight that I got from a strange man on Etsy.
Okay.
And it's about, like, just to give you an idea, it's about like a foot and a half long.
Yeah.
It's about like this
Okay.
for the actual where the lights are.
Mm-hmm.
Tapers down into a nice ergonomic grip.
Yeah. Not to hurt yourself while you're holding it. I get you.
Yeah, and I take that with me. What's my name again?
Your name is Joan Shelley.
Okay. So Joan Shelley has been an armchair detective for a very long time, loves true crime. Anytime I get an opportunity to investigate, I'm in there.
Okay.
I'm in there. So the fact that it's this close to my house, she's having a heyday, okay?
Yeah.
I walk to the front door and I tap like a backwards knocking motion with my huge flashlight like I've seen police do once.
Okay. So you knock like a dirty police officer that has nothing better to do with this time. I'm gonna roll for that.
I'm knocking quite hard. Yeah.
You're knocking quite hard and deliberately, correct?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. Because at the time I'm like, this is how cops knock. So.
You got an 11. You knock.
Okay.
And you knock a couple times. And because that you're knocking like a cop, everyone suspects it's a cop, so they don't open the door. Because if there's one thing that you should know about your neighbors is they ACAB. This is the ACAB neighborhood.
I can't believe that they would do the thin blue line like that.
Right?
Dude, okay. Well, first, I'm shocked and appalled. Okay, I'm almost sick to my stomach at this point.
Yeah.
Because the cops help us out with the squirrels and the tall teens a lot.
They do.
So I'm not for this, okay? I immediately try to scale the back wooden fence, assuming it's a wooden fence.
Yes, you are correct. We are in suburbia, so it's like that normal like 7-foot fence that you can like
6.5, 7.
Yeah, it's not sharp at the top, but we're gonna roll for fence climbing.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going in. I'm gonna breach the property.
You rolled a 20. So
Oh,
which I hear is the best thing you can roll in D&D. So you roll this is what you do. It's spectacular.
Okay.
Joan
Okay,
Joan takes a step back,
okay.
runs
Yeah.
runs at the fence, hits her left foot on the side of the fence, propels herself over in one smooth motion. And because you said she is a true crime fanatic, she lands in an action roll because that will minimize the damage to that. When you do that, you land in the back with a couple of the smokers and you scare the shit out of them. And they scream super hard.
Thank God.
I'm not going to scream, but you know how screaming goes. So you have absolutely frightened these smokers. One of them actually chokes on their own cigarette, and not like a cool circus like trick way, but like eats it by accident because they're so scared.
He Wu-tanged that thing.
He Wu-tanged it. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. I immediately turn on my 6,000 lumen flashlight and I'm brandishing it around at this point.
Yeah. Okay, so you do that and do you say anything?
I just say hey again, but they didn't hear me the last time. So for me, it's the second time, but for them, this is the very first time. So I do it again, but a little bit more primal because I'm riding the high of absolutely like lurching over the fence like that.
Yeah.
So it comes out a little bit more strained. I'm a little short of breath, so I go like, hey.
Okay. So you do the hey, and with the light on, doing that. Out of the 5 smokers, one runs to the fence, tries to jump it, and fails. So he just kind of stops and stands there and acts like no one saw him do that.
Right.
And the other 3 run inside because they're scared, and the other one is shocked in fear, and he's like, "What do you want? What do you want?"
Okay. And I shine the light under my chin. Because not only does Joan watch a lot of true crime, she also watches so many Kubrick films.
Okay.
So she does like a Kubrick stare, like from under her eyebrows with this flashlight, underneath.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Where's my neighbor?"
I'm gonna do a roll for the flashlight in hopes that you don't hurt your eyes with the 6,000 lumen flashlight real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You rolled a 10. You do blind yourself for a moment.
Okay.
So you do the Kubrick scare, very very intimidating, but you do blind yourself. But the person is so shocked that they don't really know that you kind of fucked that up a little bit. And then I'm gonna roll for intimidation, asking where the neighbor is.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're fine. Yeah. I am very intimidating. No, Joan. As Joan. You
rolled a 4.
Okay, maybe.
So the guy says, I don't know who your neighbor is. I don't even know who lives here. What are you talking about? Leave me alone. What are you doing?
I turn my flashlight off and I go, what am I talking about? I know what these people look like. So I start to walk around.
Okay, so you enter the domicile.
Yeah, so I'm in. I go through, and I'm assume like I come like through is it like I come through the patio into the kitchen type deal?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, you are exactly correct. So you go through the patio door with like 2 steps or whatever, not a big deal. You arrive at the kitchen. There is a lot of people are hanging out by the drinks because like that's where drinks are, and people hang out in the kitchen a lot for parties for some reason. I don't understand why. Not a big deal. There's also people using the kitchen table for beer pong. You walk in and this person walks over to you and hands you a drink and says, welcome to the party. How are you doing?
Okay. I grab them by like, kind of like the bicep, and I go, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. Seriously, thank you so much." And I consume it. I drink it, but I don't usually drink.
Okay, so Joan is normally
I have
sober.
no idea. Yeah, I have no idea if this is liquor or not.
Okay, so we're gonna roll for this drink.
I do consume. Okay. Yeah, I do consume the entire thing.
You rolled a 4. It is very, very, it's natty light, and it may have had a cigarette butt in it, but you chugged it all, and that made you feel super gross. The guy was intoxicated, so I think, in my mind, he was trying to do a good thing and saw that you didn't have a drink, but he was so drunk that he may have given you someone's like cigarette butt cup with natty light in it.
Okay.
But you did consume, and now your tum-tum hurts.
Okay, I'm gonna be really brave about it.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna roll for braveness.
Really brave. Okay. I've fallen so far.
You
from
rolled a
my
15.
entrance.
You are being pretty brave, but you know tomorrow at work is gonna be a little bit of a hassle.
That's okay. I can take the nice squirrels shift.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm being really brave about it. Okay. For some reason, I'm really envisioning this house to have a similar or same floor plan as the house party house.
I don't know what the floor plan is, so I'm just gonna give you a little bit. I don't know why you would know that offhand. That just seems like such a weird side note. That seems like such a weird thing to be able to pull. Like, then again, at the same time, I know the whole entire layout of Fraser's apartment as well as the Cheers bar. So I understand. I understand.
Yeah. I know the whole layout because I played that game for 4 hours.
Okay.
Didn't have anything to do with what the game is all about. I didn't even make it to second base. I got my dick stuck in a penguin decoration in the garage.
I hate
and then
when
I got
that
punched
happens.
out. And yeah, right? And then I uninstalled. So
Okay.
I didn't actually get to play House Party, but I am very familiar with the layout.
Okay.
So great. Anyway, yeah, I'm being really brave about a tummy ache. What were we rolling for?
I rolled for braveness, and you got a 15,
okay.
So we're there. So
I'm being brave. Okay, so I wanna go to the living room now. Then
okay,
I wanna like leave, like not leave, but I wanna like go further into this house.
Okay, so you go into the living room, and you see, a group of people. People are hanging out and sitting on the couch because that's how a couch operates. There's chairs, there's a TV, and they're playing, they're just playing some kind of Jackbox game. Half the people are interested, but most people are just using the word come the whole entire time. Fair. And they're winning for some dumb reason.
Yeah, come does Jackbox,
yeah. And you see your neighbor, Terry, sitting there talking to like some smoke show. He's really clearly he's like putting the moves on this smoke show. And what do you do?
Can I roll for bisexuality?
You most certainly can.
Okay, perfect.
If this doesn't work, does this make me not an ally? That's a good question.
Yeah, I one. Okay, so if I roll anywhere close to a 1, Joan is homophobic. Okay. If I roll anywhere close to a 20, Joan is like ordained minister strictly for gay weddings.
You rolled a 4.
Oh no.
Okay. So
oh no, dude.
Okay, so you are, she is turns out she's a bit of a bigot. But I guess I guess it really doesn't matter because, you see Terry talking to this lady. There are a wide swath of individuals who are doing things that you'd be considered sinful in the eyes of your church.
Yeah.
But you don't think you don't have time for that right now. That's another party.
Okay, so I'm wading through this hell pit of sinners.
Yeah.
I go over to Terry
Yeah, Terry.
and I go, Terry.
I'm gonna roll for intimidation. That even got me. That even got me.
I tried to like do the pursed like Christian mom lip. Terry.
You got a 16.
Okay.
So you do, when you say that, you do interrupt his conversation with the lady at the party, and he's like,
Okay. And I don't like her.
and you don't like her because obviously women hate other women. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, because of reasons
just,
of my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It stems from childhood or whatever. I'm not a psychologist. I'm a D&D guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's like, what the hell, Joan? What do you mean? What's going on? We're having a party.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I have squirrel rehab tomorrow. And I tried to meditate, and it didn't work. And all the energy spewing out of this house right now is just crap.
Oh God. Okay. More intimidation.
And she's shaking at this point. Like I am shaking at this point.
You rolled a 14. You give him this plea. You are shaking, and you even knock the drink out of the lady's hand. And she says, "Oh my God, I'm gonna go get another drink," and then she leaves. And he says, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Well, you can wrap this whole kerfuffle up, or I'm gonna call the officers.
All right, final intimidation check. You rolled a 12. Terry looks around, looks to all of his friends playing Jackbox, really dumb-like, that no one likes anymore. And he looks around at the party and the music, and he says, "You know what, Joan? You could go fuck yourself." And then he grabs you by the arm, and he escorts you out of the house, and he slams the door right behind you. And he says, "Good luck with those squirrels, bitch!" You decide to go to bed and try your best with your Disney earplugs to go to sleep. You have a horrible time. Next day at work, more fires set. Many teens die, which is not that big a deal. But one squirrel got caught in the crossfire and passed. You lose your job, you lose your income, and you're forced to move out of that suburbs into a small apartment in the inner city where you don't even have good internet. Bill Bong Baggies, you kind of did it. But
I was better off dead. You should have killed me. What kind of life is this?
Well, sometimes we don't.
Meditate long and hard.
You're gonna have to meditate long and hard about that. Bill Bong Baggies, can you please
Can't believe it.
tell everyone what you need to tell us? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, dude, guys, I love each and every one of you. You're all worthwhile. Thank you for being here. Mayor's a genuine person, dude. You are smart, valid, and right for being here. I hope I see you sometime. If not, fucking
Hell yeah. Well, you have yourself a lovely evening, and we'll talk soon.
yeah, dude. Yeah, okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Mayor. Thanks.